Hey there, I'm Dr. Robert Floyd, board certified MD specializing in functional medicine, and today I am here with Zanya. Did you know that 2 out of every 3 Americans experiences digestive discomfort like gas, bloating, and stomach discomfort almost every single meal? Most conventional approaches focus on bacteria balance, but they don't address an underlying factor, the intestinal lining's protective barrier, which in many people has weakened over time, allowing unwanted particles to pass through. This same factor is also associated with brain fog, occasional memory lapses, and mood imbalances. For decades, Western medicine didn't focus much on it. But Japanese researchers in the late 1900s discovered a compound that supports the intestinal lining's natural protective function. It's been studied in over 40 clinical trials, used in Japanese wellness protocols for years, and it works completely differently from probiotics or enzymes. It's well researched and generally well tolerated. Yet, many American people have never heard about it. Before I reveal what it is, you need to understand how digestive wellness became such a widespread concern. And it starts with a discovery about 100 years ago that saved lives, but created unintended consequences. The story starts in 1928 in a small London laboratory where a Scottish scientist named Alexander Fleming came back to his lab after a vacation and noticed something strange. One of his bacterial cultures had been contaminated by mold. But instead of just throwing it away, he looked at it closely and saw that everywhere the mold grew, that bacteria had died. That mold was producing a substance that could kill bacteria. He called it penicillin. It's an antibiotic, and it changed medicine forever. Before penicillin, infections that we think of as minor today were deadly. A simple cut could become infected and kill you. Pneumonia was a death sentence. Mothers died from infections after childbirth. Penicillin changed all of that. Suddenly, infections that used to kill people were curable. It was a miracle drug. By the 1940s, it was saving thousands of lives. By the 1950s, it was saving millions. Doctors started prescribing antibiotics for everything. Every cough, every ear infection, every sore throat. Even when the infection wasn't bacterial and antibiotics wouldn't help. It felt like we'd made enormous progress against bacterial diseases. But nobody was paying attention to what antibiotics were doing inside the gut. You see, antibiotics just don't kill the bad bacteria causing your infection. They kill everything. The good bacteria, the neutral bacteria, all the microbiomes living in your intestines that actually help you digest food, produce vitamins, and keep your immune system balanced. And when you disrupt that bacterial balance, the protective lining of your intestines can be damaged and affected. But it wasn't just antibiotics contributing to the issue. Modern life added more stress on top of that as well. Processed foods became the norm. Seed oils, refined sugars, artificial additives, chemicals with names that you can't even pronounce. These foods can trigger inflammatory responses in the gut lining. They can affect the protective mucus layer that's supposed to shield your intestinal cells from irritation. So, all of this can result in a weakened intestinal lining that doesn't do its job properly. Once that lining is compromised, it may allow particles, toxins, and even bacteria to pass through into your bloodstream. Your immune system sees these particles and goes on high alert, triggering inflammatory responses throughout your entire body. And that's where the brain fog, the fatigue, the mood imbalances can come from. It's not just in your head. It's your immune system reacting to things passing through from your gut. This is why probiotics are not sufficient to build a healthy gut lining. Probiotics add good bacteria to your gut, but if the protective gut lining is damaged, they can't survive or thrive. It's like planting seeds in a dry, cracked soil. They won't grow because the foundation they need is broken. Until you repair that lining, your gut will never heal. The bloating will keep coming back. The food sensitivities will keep getting worse, and your immune system will keep overreacting to everything because it's constantly being exposed to particles that should have never made it into your bloodstream in the first place. This is exactly what the Japanese researchers understood decades ago. They weren't interested in just masking symptoms. They wanted to support the actual structure's natural function, and what they discovered is unlike anything else available. In the late 20th century, Japan was facing widespread digestive wellness concerns. Gastric discomfort and stomach irritation were becoming increasingly common. People were dealing with digestive challenges from stress, dietary factors, and medications. And the standard approaches weren't providing optimal support. Most doctors were focused on lowering stomach acid, thinking that was a key factor. They'd prescribe acid blockers, antacids, or medications that reduced acid production. And while they gave some temporary relief, they didn't significantly support the underlying tissue health. But a group of Japanese scientists did something different. They found a compound that truly supports the gut lining's natural protective function. They explored mineral and amino acids that could support tissue health, and they discovered something interesting. When zinc and the amino acid L-carnosine are bound together, they create zinc carnosine. What makes it special is how it works. Zinc carnosine doesn't just pass through your body like most supplements. It stays in your gut up to 10 times longer than regular zinc. It adheres to areas that need support, and it gives your tissues the time to maintain their natural function. The Japanese scientists studied zinc carnosine in clinical settings with people experiencing serious digestive discomfort and irritation. What they found was remarkable. It helped support the gut's protective barrier. It supported the mucosal lining, and it promoted the intestinal barrier's natural integrity. Wellness practitioners in Japan began using it regularly because the research was so compelling and it was generally well tolerated. Over decades, more than 40 clinical trials have explored its effects. Zinc carnosine helps maintain healthy inflammatory responses. It supports the gut lining's natural function, and it promotes the body's natural maintenance processes. Unlike many approaches that only address symptoms, zinc carnosine supports your gut's natural processes so that you can maintain optimal digestive comfort and wellness. But even with a supported gut lining, there's another important connection that affects your overall wellness. Something that determines whether your brain stays sharp or experiences age-related decline. Think about this for a second. Why is it that gut problems often come with brain fog, memory issues, or just feeling down? Why does an upset stomach mess with your mood and your ability to think clearly? The answer is something that most doctors never even talk about. The reason gut problems affect your brain comes down to how closely connected they are. Your gut and brain are constantly talking to each other through a network of nerves called the vagus nerve. When your gut lining is damaged, particles from your food and bacteria can link into your bloodstream, causing inflammation. That inflammation doesn't just stay right here in the gut. It travels to your brain and disrupts how it works. Even if you fix your gut lining, the brain can still be inflamed, which is why brain fog and mood issues don't always go away. To fully heal, you must repair both your gut and the brain connection. This is why I want to show you something that completes the picture. It is called Beyond the Brain, and it's a 9-part documentary series that reveals exactly how your gut and your brain communicate, what's been breaking down that communication, and how to restore both systems at the same time. It brings together 40 of the world's leading doctors and brain health experts who show you the specific toxins in your environment that are damaging both your gut lining and your brain tissue. You're going to learn which foods heal this connection and which foods can destroy it. You'll see testing methods that reveal hidden damage years before symptoms become severe, and you'll discover cutting-edge therapies that are helping people reverse conditions that traditional medicine said were permanent. In this series, you'll also see patient stories that prove this connection is real. You will meet people who have fixed their gut and watch their depression disappear. When you register for free today, you'll also get a powerful ebook valued at $27. Yours free. It's packed with strategies to protect both your gut lining and your brain from daily toxic assault that most people don't even know that they're experiencing. Because right now, millions of Americans are dealing with gut issues and have no idea that their brain health is already being affected. But you're different. You're here. You're learning, and that puts you miles ahead of everyone who's just managing symptoms without actually understanding the deeper connection. Now you know zinc carnosine gives you the structural repair your gut desperately needs. It's powerful, it's proven, and it works. But if you stop there, you're missing the other half of the equation. You're rebuilding the barrier without addressing what damaged it in the first place. So, use a zinc carnosine to repair your gut lining. That's your foundation. Then, watch Beyond the Brain to protect that foundation. The link is in the description below. We'll see you there.